We have our first unfiltered look this morning inside a facility for separated immigrant children. CBS News obtained cell phone video from inside the Cayuga centers in New York. The clip shows children huddled in what looked like classrooms, including one crying girl who couldn't talk to her mother. Vladimir Dutier of our streaming network, CBSN, shows how the children are coping after weeks of separation from their families. Vlad, good morning.
Good morning. As you know, the government will not let cameras into these shelters. Gail, you know that officials release images that they only want you to see. These videos were provided to us by attorney Michael Avenatti, a Trump administration critic. They were apparently shot by an employee who was troubled by family separations and recently quit.
Leo, ¿cómo estás?
When we first see Leo, he's all smiles.
¿Estás triste?
But that smile disappears when he's asked if he's sad about being away from his mother. Attorney Michael Avenatti represents Leo's mother, Lourdes. He says the two were separated 48 hours after arriving at the Texas border May 10th.
She had no idea where he was for the better part of 3 weeks, and she was distraught over it.
What is Leo's mother's status now?
She's been deported back to Guatemala.
Leo was sent to the Cayuga centers in New York. He's one of 243 separated children there, according to Mayor Bill de Blasio. Cayuga cares for the children during the day. At night, they go home to foster families.
Jessica? Ya, Jessica, no llores, okay?
This young girl named Jessica said she arrived at the U.S. with her 10-year-old brother. She was crying because she wanted to speak to her mother.
¿Has hablado con ella? ¿Quieres hablar con ella otra vez? They're not getting their phone.
Employees were heard complaining there were not enough phones for the children to talk to their parents.
There's only 7 for 65 kids, Madam. 7 phones to make international calls.
Avenatti says the former employee wanted the video released because she was very bothered by the influx of children into the center. We asked Avenatti why he's getting involved now.
In my view, the most important thing above all else is these children need to be reunited with their parents, and it needs to happen now.
Some would say perhaps that you've got a bone to pick with President Trump, and this is just another way for you to be sort of a thorn in his side. How do you respond to that?
No, I have a problem with people that use children for pawns, whether that be here in New York or in California or Texas or anywhere else in this country.
The Cayuga Centers and the Department of Health and Human Services did not respond to our request for a comment. Avenatti says he represents more than 60 families who've been separated from more than 70 children. He says about 80% of his clients have had no contact with their children, and they don't even know where they are.
Well, something tells me he will see this through. Do you know anything about the little boy with the mom who's already gone back to Guatemala?
I asked him about that, and he doesn't know because the government is not sharing information with him.
Thank you.
Thank you, lad.